Окей. Добрый день, всем, господа. Сегодня коров Ктулху. Я в ней ничего не вдупляю. Я не знаю, что такое хорроры, я их не люблю. Я, буду страдать. Так. Звук. Чуть-чуть эффекты занизим. Так. Сохраняем. Я еще не дошел ни до какой хуеты. Это только самое начало. Так. Ага, ясно. Меня отсюда не выпустят. Вы не сможете взаимодействовать с определенными предметами, пока не посвятите их. Отлично. Теперь эти рампы говна. Так, хорошо. Попробуем туда надо, но я не хочу. Мы что, дозор какой-то устроили тут. Так. Что это за говно там? Я туда не хочу. А, понятно, мне не пускают никуда. Ну я туда только что вылез, поэтому я туда не хочу. А как вам рыбочка без глаз? Ну да. Ну ладно, я не буду сопротивляться, я избранный. Сейчас заебись. Так, где ты, пидорасы? Вот ты лысый хуй. Это Хитман? Еще обосрался.
I hate whiskey. I wonder why I still take these things.
Таблеточки. Ну хорошо, таблетки есть.
I used to be an avid reader. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it. A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. I should get rid of all this stuff. Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares. Been too long since I've slept in a bed. The Wentworth Agency, doesn't it? I have business here to attend to.
Очень законченное дело. Хотите выпить? Конечно, да. Что значит отправлять на мою судьбу? Ну ладно, я еще раз хочу. Знаете, а стакан-то бездонный, судя по всему. Растетка. За маму, за папу, за императора. Отлично.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, charge investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. Fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Ясненько. Ясненько. Окей, хорошо. Фхтагн психология. Это мотивация человека. Ясно. Оккультизм. Ясно. Медицина. Какая-то сила. Господи Иисусе. Расследование даже. Поиск. Допустим, поиск. То есть я не могу сейчас сразу бухать настолько, сколько захочу. Так, 4 очка осталось. Сила сойдет пока до начала. Остальное оккультизм. Пойдет.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will still be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, do you still...
I'm coming.
Кого-то мне напоминает. Хотя да, я помню.
Sir, I came here
Надо держать биощетка.
whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Привет, Эмия.
Industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr.
Correct.
Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting.
Серая картина. Що це наш роль?
Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
Окей. І...
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
ФПС. Там сильные просадки или не особо?
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
Что, совсем плохо? Да вроде покатит. А, на катсценах. Тогда мы, да. Так. Дождь. Где я найду этот дождь? Вот это.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family.
Транспортная тетрадь, от тех-то них забрать. Рядом такое тигря.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
А точно ли дочурка мертва? Так, это все первое.
Her husband was a big deal on her. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Darkwater? Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding
Часика
my
2-3
daughter's
поиграю
death.
и буду
You
скачивать.
must uncover it.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
А там
I'm
еще
willing to do
посмотрим.
anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side.
Магда, еще затащим.
Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house.
А вот это просто возьмем, пойдем в радугу.
sort of promontory painting sent from dark water right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed father.
Which you don't know.
Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right, I'll take the case.
Потому что
I'll go
Люся
to
это не.
Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your
Вам, значит,
situation.
можно типа чуть сразу к
Life's
всем?
queer, but it's not like I have a choice.
Почему я не могу сделать типа чуть сразу Люсю?
Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
Я так на каждом твоем стриме сижу и вижу, что там происходит. Так что я тут ни при чем, я честно на тебе накручиваю просмотры.
But I've never... All I have to do... Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. I should get rid of all this stuff.
Так. Давай выпьем. Блин.
I used to be an avid reader.
Все, можно выйти, да? Добби свободен. Готовь уши. Кажется, что-то не работает, да? Такая нахиданная команда. Это почему-то не работает, но лишь... Твою мать! Я такими темпами покажу безумие раньше, чем игру пройду. А-та-та-та-та-та-та. Ну надо кот съебать, а ну верни его обратно. Пусть рушит. Ради в этой игре был Ктулху, а не в старой версии, которая там года 2000-го, плюс-минус. Сейчас до первого бота доберусь и сразу же. Вполне возможно, что это типа ремастер, но я не уверен. А вот я не уверен, что там что-то тут есть оружие как таковое. Вот в этой части конкретно.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload.
Hunter. What is it you desire?
Следующий возвращенец.
Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Ну как, кто там подписался. Там зафоловил, секундочку. А, Тигры. Спасибо за фоллов. Ты же Артем вроде, да? Или я путаю никнейм?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
Nice young woman and a great painter.
Фотография отлично.
You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a
Зачем
surprise.
посмотреть? Онлайн.
As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around.
Ну блин, у меня пекарня старенькая. Что ты хочешь? Ну-ка. Ну чё? Клюет? Или не клюет? Еще и поболтать нельзя. Так, много люганного дерева нет. Ой, ясно. Мастер. Такс.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
Так, ясно, мне здесь делать нечего.
This blackboard hasn't been used in a long while. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
В хозяйстве все годится.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman cat.
Thank you.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
На столе. А, эти?
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. That's all I'll get from them.
Вроде документы, а вроде бы и нифига. Что еще есть тут?
This man and Fitzroy could be twins. What a macabre souvenir.
Не богато.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the Stranded Whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't
Что-то
remember
не
having
знаю.
countersigned anything special enough for someone to
Что тут
hide it.
вообще по книге?
And why obliterate the dates, as well
И
as...
какой именно книге?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of ship owners, and the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed, we specialized in whaling. but no whalers went out to sea after the miraculous catch of 1847.
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles inherited, I presume. Although these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
With whom, I wonder? I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
Что-то знакомый, да, откуда текст?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I was looking at your photograph. One of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
А вот это я точно не читаю.
She terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not
Это,
do
по-моему,
anything
только
to
общий
stop her?
сюжет.
Don't you worry about that.
Так.
I shall be on my way.
So,
Где-то я-то больше ничего не знаю.
Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan, can't you go any faster?
You've seen how old this thing is. If we force
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
Что? Рубила? Наверное, это был либо гарпун, либо что-нибудь типа подводные дебаты. Пропустите меня.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
Полицейский немножко охуел.
You didn't tell me that
Because its owner is dead. And I don't want to see you hanging around it. Now, please, leave us to our work.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Ясненько. Теперь полицейский ни хрена не знает. Ничего не видит и просто тупой. Охуеть, еще и умеем взламывать. Фантастика.
Damnation, I broke it.
Круг не круглый. Круг не круглый. Это где? Ты про эту бобину, которая у кита? Но многоугольный. Этот тоже довольно круглый. По-моему, они недостаточно круглые.
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Здесь не хватает надписи, только здесь был р'льех. Святой Брэндон. Навигатор, что-то там, какие-то цифры.
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
Ладно. Пока вроде, да, ни хрена не крипово. И не залез, конечно же. Так. Чего? Что? Это еще раз Тянкан. Один в один. Так.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
Тиров?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Я туда как
Yeah,
попал.
we'll teach you to come onto our island and
Так что я фиг
ridicule our
знает.
protectors.
Что-то вроде хорошо, а что-то вроде не очень. Так.
How can I be the one who defaced your saint? I've just come ashore, you idiots.
That's true. We're as drunk as lords.
You bet. You could have gone by without us seeing you.
Do not rile me. You can hardly stand up.
He's right.
We're no match. For the moment. We're annoyed.
Мы тобой?
It's understandable.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
Прямо на корабле.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Получается, они живут на корабле, который в Северном мире, потому что другого дома нет.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Занятненько.
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it?
I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Отлично, Старс. 10 из 10. Вообще, наверное, кто не заметил, ничего.
Where do you think you're going?
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
Красноречие. Ну-ка, давайте.
You and I are on the same side of the law.
Oh, yeah?
You don't want to know the truth behind this case.
Are you saying our work was not up to snuff? Forget it.
Не про Канара.
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Так, смотрите. Особняк. Мы прибыли из Ебеней. Нам никто не рад. Особняк разрушен. Привет, Дарти Данжион. Так. Ну, пожалуйста, зайти в Алкабар. Так. Два те самых алкаша, не? Нет, это уже два другие алкаша.
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down.
Oh, ладно.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Блин, а стоит ли сюда заходить? Ладно. Какие некультурные люди.
Hey.
О, так, так. Какая милая дамочка.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Блин. Так, деревья. Да? Ну, попробуем
That
силу.
guy was looking for trouble. So choose your camp if you don't want the same treatment.
Hey, buddy, I don't want any trouble.
So serve me a drink.
Just to make things clear, only regulars can run up and tab. Others pay.
What the best?
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Проблема это Кэт.
What do you know about the Hawkins warehouse?
If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable?
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dockwater. When our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
I wouldn't say no to a glass.
Try this.
I think we'll get along well. That'll be all for now. The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Значит, короче, поймали мега здоровенного кита. И все понеслось в не самые лучшие места.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens. We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I heard the Hawkins family owned a warehouse on the docks.
Похоже, хотите отойдите аллюзия на Моби Дика.
Tell me something I don't already know.
They were made much richer by the miraculous catch.
You shouldn't talk about the dead like that.
We're not speaking ill. We're just saying that Daniel Hawkins made a fortune without taking any risk.
There! You're speaking ill, you see.
It's your proof that the miraculous catch really did happen.
I bid you farewell, John.
Good night.
So long.
Хотя бы нормальные люди.
What? Another break?
One of those damn sailors came looking for trouble again.
But he won't try again anytime soon.
Нас их заперт, само собой.
So you said to yourselves that after such a feat, you could abandon your
Вот и
post.
чемодан.
It's just a little drink.
Позвольте до вас
Can't
доебаться.
you see that we're in the middle of a conversation? I told you to beat it.
Ну... Что это надо проваливаться?
I told you to beat it. I told you to beat...
Блин, такая милая дамочка же... Ну ладно. И все.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
Кстати, получается рачка опыта там. Да, 2. Ладно, бахнем силу. Блин. Подтвердить. Вот Enter.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much?
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. I shall take...
Потенциально поболтайте с капитаном или еще каким-нибудь там. Так. Навык поиска. Ага, тут я могу находить всякую хуйню.
This ratchet device seems to be usable. A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil. An old cogwheel. Rusty, but in working order. It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
Ладненько.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
Так используйте ее. И дальше. Понятно, надо еще чем-то найти дополнительно. Чего-то не хватает.
This handle will be perfect for the winch. Looks like everything is in its place. All that's left is to try to turn this handle.
Ну-ка. Ну, а еще повертеть.
Damn, I broke it.
Прекрасно, еще и сломать. Ты шутишь? Как так-то? Так, короче, судя по всему, главный герой редкостный криворукий пидорас.
Well, well. A little mouse has got lost on our turf. You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
Так. Допустим.
This muddy alley is yours? Good for you. I've got work to do.
I don't think that you've quite understood the situation. I'll tell you how things work around here. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
Is your name Cat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not.
Wait.
Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm gonna have to...
Взяли, избили. Еще и обоссали. Я еще раз попробую. Меня еще раз выдавит. Блин, стоп. А этого не было раньше. Очаровательно, блядь. Хорошо, подкатились какие-нибудь. Проникнуть на склад. Ясно. Звучит как что-то из области фантастики. Ладно.
Hey, Mitchell. A drink for our new friend. I owe you. You don't know how to fight, but at least you've got guts.
Yeah. Aching guts.
Huh. I've got them too. But you don't hear me whining like a pooch who's lost its leash. You didn't back down. Something that I respect. So understand by that, if I catch you again, you'll carry a more permanent reminder of our encounter. Tell me, what brings you to Darkwater?
I'm investigating the deaths of the Hawkins family.
Very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly, but it's also really stupid of you. You really don't seem to know the area. Let me give you a little advice. If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet.
I need to get into the Hawkins warehouse.
You're out of luck. It's on my turf.
It's precisely for that reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
I'm very serious. A whole family died in a fire, and I've got reason to believe that there's still more to be said on the subject.
Well, I see you're serious. To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care. But I'll go with you, to make sure you don't stick your nose into things that don't concern you.
Sounds honest to me.
I'm not finished. If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs, you'll be indebted to me. And I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed. Think about it. If I help you, you'll owe me a favor in return. Do you accept?
Do I have a choice?
Oh, we always have one, Detective. Follow me.
Nobody questions your authority here. I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save face in front of his sailors. They revered their brave captain as they do their old statues. But sooner or later, all statues get buried in
А девочка миленькая, она мне нравится.
And the police? They do nothing to stop you?
The local cops? The cops drink like everyone else, sweetheart. They know where they're
Тот момент, когда анимация приходит, ты лучше, чем вампиры.
I don't know whether to admire his stubbornness or to have pity on him.
Cops, they can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah.
Понятно, отказ, получив всего лишь пару разов ебара. Довольно дешево.
It's fine. He's with me.
Oh. Okay.
Так, пусто. В окне тоже ни хрена.
Be a gentleman and move that for me.
Еще успею передвинуть, потерпи, женщина. А это точно Кэтрин, а не Элизабет?
Do I still need to hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own now?
Don't overdo it.
Good. In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
Oh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Хорошо, допустим.
Someone treasures this crumpled picture to the point of sleeping with it. It smells as bad as it looks. These painkillers were prescribed 3 months ago. Someone has been taking them since the time of the Hawkins death. What happened here?
Ну, очевидно, кто-то порылся.
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings? Can't sleep. I know how that feels.
Так. Какая-то дамочка и какой-то бородатый хрен. Что тут вообще притащилось? Ладно, допустим. Так, сейчас надо пишет. Обратно не залезть в этот режим.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
It's clear that you were victims. I'm sorry to dig up bad memories.
I can still see the poor child lying burned on the floor of their drawing room. We had to tear him off. The marks must still be there. They're in my mind anyway.
It's horrendous. I'm going to need your experience to bring him justice, Officer Bradley. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it.
It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose.
Check.
This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Так, Пирс смог пробрать взгляд. Место, которое казалось заброшенным, скрывало несколько тайн. Но явно кто-то недавно жил. Кроме того, началась картина. Во время осмотра получилось говорить посредничек констебля Брэдли. Ладно. Окей. Обычно после визита в особняк начинается полный пиздец. В любой игре.
Well, here we are. Hawkins Mansion.
Точно говорил. Он выглядит целым.
There's only old Winchester in his hut.
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
You won't get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
Huh. It's really that old.
Come on, let's leave the stories of the dead alone. They've nothing to do with your case anyhow. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family, so he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go?
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well...
Night falls quickly here.
I'll go with you.
You stay here.
Okay. But don't get the impression that I'll leave you alone inside the mansion.
Такое симпатичное место. Симпатичная игрушечка. Вдруг пригодится. Раскармливаю в синий цвет. И можно будет играть в популярные игры.
Jeepers. Poe's prophetic raven.
Добро нежданно.
Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined, but the architecture seems too recent.
Что там написано? Ничего не понятно. I write me down and sleep awaited for the Lord susrained Псалм 3.5. То же самое. Английский, слишком много английского. Так, звучит непонятные ебаты.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins. Poor kid. Poor kid.
Занятненько.
I'll have to find another entrance.
Пустота, ничего кругом.
This entrance is still in use.
Whoa! We're trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
Привет.
Put down the axe, and I'll forget that you threatened a cop.
Show your badge, cop, and then we can talk.
You don't need to see my badge.
You're a bad liar, city boy. For the last time, tell me why you're here. And no baloney.
The police report describes a domestic accident, but Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
The mansion isn't safe. You would break your neck as sure as you're trying my patience right now.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
No one lives in the mansion, and you don't take care of it anymore. If you have a good reason to be here, I'm listening.
There's vermin. I keep an eye out.
Vermin?
Yeah, that's it, vermin.
Right. This is what we're going to do. I go inside, and I promise that I'll hunt vermin. Okay with you?
I'm not sure.
If there's nothing else to fear, you can give me that key.
Right. Take the key and do what you have to do. Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this.
Чё, блядь? Этот диалог был абсолютно нелогичный. Он просто никуда не вел. Он просто взялся красить и отдал мне ключ после того, как... Блядь, это бесит.
This gate is locked.
Это просто глупый диалог. Совершенно глупый. И топор не спиздить. Большая арена, значит, по-любому может быть босс-файт тут.
The poor wretch seems to spend the best part of his time isolated from the world. Rather Spartan. The caretaker has simple tastes.
И... Ну, допустим. Чем бы смысл этого действия? Можно раскрыть и попытаться. Что за бред? И ладно уже по этот дом.
Pierce. Shall we enter? Now that you've finished your fun and games with...
You're right.
Let's
take a look inside.
I'm coming with you. There's no way I'll leave you alone in there without a watchful eye.
Right. Интересно, сколько там пизделей будет давать?
Follow me.
Ну-ка. Так, 0 очков доступно.
I know the place. Who left this light on?
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
Здесь. Перспектива.
What kind of meat is this?
Что за мясо? Ну, возможно, это рыба. Или индейка. Но если это индейка, то почему не целых 3 пары ног? Что это где-то, короче, является ногами? Какие-то странные глаза.
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins. The boy was probably here, smashed his plate on the floor. Sarah Hawkins didn't eat. Was it because of the meat, or something else? Something happened at this table. An argument?
Я думаю, было так. Пацан не уходил на тарелку, а батя не понравилось, и начался семейный бугурт. Да блин, выпусти меня отсюда уже.
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Ну-ка. Это подстой не залезть.
Silas managed to bring the fire under control, but it was already too late for the Hawkins.
Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer? Too much rubble. I'll find an easier way.
Слишком много камней. Тут протекниди и бахеркафты, это можно запросто обойти.
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed.
Ну-ка. Ну, тортика тут нет.
Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker? They had a fight. Why did it stop at the time of the fire? Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How? Did someone escape the fire? The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others?
Текст. Не все так просто. Все так однозначно, как говорила дочка офицера. А, похоже, больше ничего нет. А, нет, вру.
If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn? Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee. And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
What's your theory?
Someone deliberately set fire to this mansion.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
Приключения всякого пиздеца продолжаются. Отлично. Красноречие повышено.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious...
Что значит ничего не трогать? Ты охуел? Я должен все потрогать. Это защупать все, что получится. Плюс медицина. Ну-ка. Пока еще вроде не крепко у вас совсем.
These bandages are covered in dried blood. But whose? The lyrics of the drunken sailor, a sea shanty. This door is blocked from the outside.
Еще те заблокирована лестница. Да блин, где же еще одна вкусняшка есть?
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
Это все? Нет, это не все.
The lyrics of the drunken sailor, a sea shanty. A crowbar could prove useful.
Вот так-то будет лучше. Ромик всегда сгодится.
Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess. This place was falling apart long before the fire. A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century.
Ну, хоть это еще хотя бы как.
Dark water history. This place was settled back in 1692. A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century.
Что там за хуйня нарисована?
There's something disturbing about this painting.
Что-то в захватах?
"20,000 Leagues Under the Sea." Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
Ладно, здесь закончен пункт.
What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
Что это приближение пиздеца?
Locked.
Так, по всему это детская.
The boys' room.
Мальчик играл в Dead Space однозначно.
A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world? Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed. Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family? What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
Это вроде бы все.
What was going through that boy's mind? What will her room reveal about her? This padlock is too complicated for me.
Традиционно ничего нельзя сделать.
Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated resorting to such a treatment.
To черт взял.
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Ну, блин. Вкачать что-нибудь не можно? Ха-ха.
This door is locked. Locked.
Блин, пока ты дергаешь. Опа.
It's no use. The padlock won't.
Просто используй ключ без. Ага. Кажется, тут завез шарометный сатанист.
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold. It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why. Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other.
Р'льех.
The door is blocked on the other side. Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve?
Ну и все в ходе.
Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life. Bradley? Is that you?
Оба, полицейский исчез, по-любому. Или выбивай какая-нибудь неведомая схань. Нихуя себе. Паркур! Куда он побежал?
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far. This door is blocked from the outside.
I'll cover you.
This door was closed earlier. Where did he go? They look like Celtic runes. Charles, it looks like an old seaway map.
Do you really think that you...
Why are these letters here, and not with Sarah Hawkins' belongings?
I don't see any way out.
Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well. I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. It looks like a freehand map of dark water. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why.
Так. Возле корабля какая-то хуета.
The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor. This globe seems to have been part of some mechanism. Looks like it worked. This panel is movable. Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism. Probably a secret passage. I must find a way to... I'd be better off not touching.
Бля, он открытые двери, буквально за пару секунд, это легко слишком.
There must be a link with the Seaway map.
Давайте просрать. Или как глобус покрутить. Я думаю, будет сложнее. Да. Потому что там драйдеры последним пришлось чуть поебаться. Это одна из загадок.
Like a detective novel. That guy must have already gotten far.
Yeah, 3 seats.
Look, someone's been here recently.
Did Charles Hawkins use this place? Who were the others? What is this mask supposed to represent?
Маска означает маску. Нет? Я не опускаю, значит, что-то еще есть.
Did Charles Hawkins hide something in this chest?
Он не хочет мне пускать в сундук. Я могу только вот подолбиться в него.
This piece of cloth is unmistakably from a dress. Sarah Hawkins. Was she hiding from someone?
Что-то еще есть? То еще прикалываетесь? Аккумулятор поиска говна. Так.
Whoever was sitting here could have seen Sarah Hawkins. Could this be related to her death?
Вот так вот.
This symbol. What does it mean?
Какое качество рисунка? Вот просто невероятно. Ладно. Ну что смотришь, прыгай. Прыгай, Фродо, и оно кончится.
Of course.
There's tunnels all over this island. Given the size of this cave, there's gotta be other entrances.
The passage continues further down. Might as well start with that.
I ain't gonna squeeze in there. I'll find another way. If possible, I prefer not to ruin my uniform.
Fine. Go look for another entrance. I'll try my luck down below.
Коли не видели полицейские, однако. И традиционно куча говна и прочего дерьма. Странно, что-то никакая дебака даже не выйдет.
Some kind of dream catcher. If I touch it, it'll turn to dust. An old diary. These paintings must be several centuries old. This monstrous creature must be an allegory.
These
people lying down. Are they dead? Are they asleep? These buildings seem to have come out of the water.
На пару. Вот это ходили. бабы валяются. Не, вряд ли. Там только труп бабы, стилетик. Он говорит типа печальная смерть и все. На этом не заканчивается. Традиционно зайти нельзя.
Time has weakened these structures. I don't have time to search them all. It looks like animal oil. It's certainly not whale. It looks like animal oil. It's certainly not whale.
Я думаю, это люди в этих вот особых вышних монстров все дела. И сгореть нельзя.
What's going on here? Keep your voice down. We're not alone.
Good God. What have you got me into?
We'll see. I'll go on. Try to go down on your side.
Yeah, there's a passage.
Та миссия пошла. Нихуя не видно. Да, ну что может случиться-то? Экзорцизм? Карты прям как в Кариме.
A mass grave.
Чё, нам типа прям туда прыгать, да? В дыру? Какое совпадение? Что-то поворот.
I can't breathe. What's happening? No, damn it! I must find a way out of here. No, damn it! I must find a way out of here.
Ладно. Я понимаю, что дыра паникует, кто его кусает, не бьет. Подумаешь, куча трупов.
Is it my turn? Yes, it is time. You will soon be one of us, if your body and mind are ready. I dream of it every night. I have constant visions. I am ready. Good enough. Prove it to us.
It's like in my dream.
Что, время становится избранным.
It seems to have been used recently. Probably some sort of ritual. Pre-classical Latin? Let's see what it says. What is this awakening they talk about?
Так. 5 очков. Красноречие почти готово.
And this sacred flesh.
You who slays, accept this dream under your immortal wing.
Ya Ktulhu nithsiha fhtagn.
Granted.
I feel him.
You are gifted indeed.
Ах, пацанчик там виды изменяется потихонечку.
Bring me more sacred flesh.
Можно их пощупаю?
It looks like a kind of deep coma. What could this ritual have done to them?
Открытие. Место для меня, да.
We are ready for the ceremony. What about your protege?
Oops.
His awakening is complete. He will join you shortly.
Он сюда или туда? Нет, там лифт, типа. Значит, сюда. Да вы издеваетесь. А, нет. Не издевается. Прям Братборн. Там тоже были очень сильны лавкрафтовские мотивы.
An intruder! Oh shit! Don't move! Police!
Кажется, полицейский идиот.
I won't hesitate.
Bradley, get back!
Shoot. Get back! You asked for it.
Ни хрена себе.
You shouldn't have seen this.
Блядь. Что происходит? Идите копать.
Caving in. I need to get out of here.
Где фонтаря смотрит? Том Брайдер пошел. Ладно, такого босфайта не будет.
My leg.
Ладно, подумаешь там. Бошеньки ноге. Ушиб. Не сломано, видите, то хорошо.
Light. At last.
Опа. Не будет света. Р'льех институт. А кто вообще попали? Кто-то пришел, вытащил нас туда, доставил? Ну, это тянет на Deus Ex Machina. Не на игру, а на прием, если что. Не люблю это прием все-таки. Особенно когда он ничем не оправдан. Угу. Так и есть. На ровном месте просто показатель больницы. Очаровательно. Я шок пошел.
He's having a seizure.
Так, каждый герой станет объектом исследования всякого говна.
Don't move, Pierce. You can certainly say that you gave us a scare.
What did you do to me? Undo these straps!
Whoa, go easy, my friend.
Your dad, he killed you.
Are you sure he's better?
He was dead. Me too, we were dead. What are you doing?
Sorry, my friend.
What? No!
Отделенная хуйня-то вытворящая совсем. Где? Где в дырке?
Where am I?
Mr. Sanders, you have to come with us.
No, please. I can't leave here.
You've got no choice, Sanders, and neither do we.
You don't understand. If I go out, he'll see me. No, no!
You're leaving this cell.
Please. I don't want him to find me.
Нас меня не хотят отпускать, это точно. Я могу ждать, либо не ждать. Отлично. Тюрьма с Карине, блин. Очередной кошмар.
They tracked and pursued me right into their dreams. They swooned for their naps in the wake of my lonely wanderings.
Натурально chyba Brna клиника Леди Марии. Правда там красивее.
When the last autumn rises up, you will choose. I will not be here to bear witness to it, because you will have released me. But the earth will resound to your cries, or theirs. Awaken and free me.
Похоже, герой немножко погружается в безумие.
We don't have much time.
Ты еще кто такая?
Who are you?
A friend of Ethan Bradley. It was he who told me that you had been interned here.
Wait. Bradley is really alive? I don't understand. You filled me so full of drugs I can't distinguish dream from reality.
Please believe that I have nothing to do with these disgraceful treatments. Look, I don't have time to explain everything. I'm not really supposed to be here. And the same goes for you, according to Ethan. You must leave as soon as possible. I brought you your clothes. Let me...
What's going on here? What do they do to the patients to make them so terrified?
I would really like to know. I only see them when they are brought up for medical treatment, for problems they didn't have before going downstairs. But this is neither the time nor the place to talk about that. We must not stay here. There are 2 men standing guard near the stairs. It's the only way to the floor above. I shall try to distract them, and get at least one to come with me. All you need to do is to follow me as soon as the way is free.
Understood.
Понятно, что ничего не понятно. Что, возможно, этой девке стоит доверять.
What does this mean? Am I in an asylum? What did they inject him with? Sarah Hawkins is on this list of authorized visitors. Sarah. What did he write about the painting?
Картина проклятый. Как он до потолка дотянулся, мне интересно.
Why the strange symbol repeated over and over?
Ну, тут вроде все. Да, нет, это нельзя забрать.
If I don't get out of here, I'll end up like him.
Да, тихо, тут случайно нет?
Poor wretch.
Причем все двери заперты, конечно же.
Dr. Colden, I would like to say that I'm surprised to see you, but we all know that your curiosity will be your ruin.
I don't understand. These people need care. You keep them in this terrible place as if...
Go back upstairs where your patients are waiting for you to treat them. As for you, gentlemen, not disappoint you anymore. No one enters or leaves.
Yes, Doctor.
Damn it. I'll have to find a way of getting rid of those two myself.
Так. Следование это получается взлом, наверное, да? Ли. Да. Пока сэкономим. А что делать так кабачит-то? А, тут он боится сидеть в шкафу. А, вот оно почему. А что я залезу туда с вами? Почекай. Нет. Окей.
The machine is working again, but the control wheels haven't been put back on.
I was just going to the storage room. I can bring them to you.
No, Dr. Fuller doesn't want us touching the pressure valves.
As you want. I'm gonna see if there's sleeping pills left.
Твою мать, что тут происходит вообще?
Good God. What could this machine be used for? It's an ammeter. I didn't expect to see one on this little rock. Is there a connection between this corpse and the machine? The corpse is complete. Whose are these limbs? This is madness. Are they seriously thinking of transmitting the properties of this meat by electric current? Worse and worse.
The
liquid connects it to the electric current. What are its properties?
Господи, есть еще.
Have I activated anything? This machine seems to consume a great deal of electricity.
А что-то нажала, что и я в душе не ебу. Да вы прикалываетесь. Сколько тут еще коридоров? Что, надо точка? Где? Тут ты понимаешь, ключ их дохуя. Ты хочу мог подпустить на... Где? А.
Do the cops know what's going on?
Так. Похоже, тут пидорасика полицейского. Бля, ты как этого я пидор не заметил?
Zoology, esotericism, mineralogy, and a full Sarah Hawkins. She was a patient here. Dementia, self-inflicted wounds, anatomy, anthropology, nothing surprising.
Ладно, ну-ка попробуем ебнуть машину.
I can still increase the load. It's done. Now for the others.
If I walk, I do not stop. If I do not stop, he does not catch me. If he does not catch me, I do not stop. If I do not see him, I do not see him.
You. Yeah, you there.
He does not call.
I don't know what you're doing there, but you don't seem to...
What do you want?
Sleep. That's all.
Sleep? You don't want to leave?
No. Have you seen the storm that's brewing? I'm fine here. Except for one problem.
You want sleeping pills, right?
Yeah. And in exchange, I can make noise. Lots of noise.
You'll draw the guards to your cell to allow me to escape.
So, you in? Find something to make me sleep, and I'll take care of the guards for you.
If I find something, who knows what I'll do.
Don't play the wise guy because you're on the outside and I'm not.
Летите.
I'll go take a look.
Какой ты пидор, уходи. Уходи, Криш, ты ничего не видел? Здесь никого нет, уходи. Брат, вот что ты сюда пришел? Вот почему именно сюда? Какой же он пидор, а? Слушайте. А! Да почему ты тут сюда пошел болтать? Ты никогда сюда не ходил. Блядь, да он раздевается.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, not 6. 4, 5. Just got a few days to go. Yeah, that's 4 days a month. No more.
To that.
My calculations are always right. That's the problem. I don't know what this date is, but the calculations, they're right. 4 days, maximum. 5 at the most.
Welling up inside me. I feel it in my head and in my body. He roars and swells and has strength of oceans. His waves rise and crash, leaving behind them only a trail of white, nourishing foam.
Как туда пройти мимо?
You. Yeah, you there. Come.
What do you want?
Sleep.
Sleep?
No.
You want...
Yeah.
You'll...
So.
Is it the norm?
No, it's the nightmares. And afterward.
I'll find you.
Go look in the storage.
Ну, какой шанс вообще пройти?
What carnage?
Ну, детичь. Что-то происходит. Хоть ноги. Прям Resident Evil какой-то.
Theoretically, I've only got one lever to push.
Good.
I think we got a walker.
Сука. Говно. Уходи. Уходи, вот и уходи. Токс. Это шанс, это шанс, это шанс.
A control wheel to mount on a plumbing system.
Бля, там еще один. Я... Да вы, блядь, Йо. Блядь, тихо, да?
If I walk, I do not stop. If I do not stop, he does not catch me. If he does not catch me,
You. Yeah, you there. Come here.
What do you want? Sleep?
No.
You want...
Yeah, so.
Пробуем договориться. Вообще, бля, когда нахрен давай вообще? Там наверх.
What carnage? Theoretically, I've only got one lever to push.
Хорошо, но кодовой это вообще нихуя не делает. Любит тянет, но таблетки не подсвечиваются. Ну вот история медицины. Блядь, тебя налево, сукин.
Who's there?
Кто, мамка твоя? Вот и уходи отсюда. Блядь, вот. Нахуй ты тут ходишь-то, говна кусок. Нам сохранится? Нет. Ха-ха-ха-ха-ха. Хрен вам, а не сейв. Так.
A control wheel to mount on a plumbing system.
Да вы задрали. Вы просто издеваетесь. Это задрали. Сука, и ты тоже задрал. Толком от этих ваших ёбаных книг, что я не могу их прочесть. Уходи. Уходи, пожалуйста. Сколько мы? 2 ВП. Хорошо. Хорошо. Это кухня говна.
The green gas leaves from here and it runs through the whole building.
Коша в жопе зеленый газ.
Now for the next step.
Коша следующий шаг. Что вообще происходит?
It's impossible to break this chain with my bare hands. A duct. This valve controls the pressure.
И... Что я сделал?
It's impossible to break this chain with my bare hands.
Пожалуйста, я смогу смывать, пожалуйста.
Perfect.
Ура, еще и сейв бесплатно. Господи, еще одна дыра, да?
It's locked. All the levers are activated.
Ладно, а эта хуйня куда ведет? Однако герой сильно крабачится.
This lever must turn on the gas machine.
Там еще по вашему когда выйдет лучше используй бабахалку. Нет. Ты ничего не видел. Или вот эта махка годовая. Так, куда ты
Locked. Exactly what I need. That should draw the attention of the guards. I should hide.
Что, так это нужно прятаться? Вы издеваетесь? Я в домике. Меня не видно, меня нет. Ха-ха-ха-ха-ха. Походу, эта хуйня не сработает, как надо. Ладно, давай, лови, Питер. Хрен с тобой.
That should draw the attention of the guards. I should hide.
Damn it! What's going on? Is there somebody? Gotta let Fuller know. You can bet he'll blame us.
А ты, сука, охуел. Вот. Где ты понимаешь, картину еще посмотреть, да? Педрила охрана сейчас, блин. Ядрить копать.
Doctor, is that you?
Don't you worry about the doctor. Right now, he'll have plenty to keep him busy with his precious machine. It gives us time to get away. I'll undo you.
Away? Get away where? I can't go anywhere. It'll find me, like it found me here. Thinking about the beast. Don't stay with me, or you'll end up the same way.
What is the exact nature of the beast you're running away from?
You've got instinct, a sensitivity for the invisible. It puts you in danger. The creature that is pursuing me is not from our world.
After what I've seen so far on this island, I'm ready to believe you.
Don't do that! Do not believe. Or you'll end up like us all.
What happened to you, Sanders?
The real culprit is Sarah. Her and her accursed paintings.
You're kidding me. You're talking about Sarah Hawkins.
The one and only. The legendary. There is no artist more enlightened or cursed than Sarah Hawkins.
In her office, I saw signs of a ritual, perhaps an invocation. These things, that's what makes you say she's cursed.
You're wrong. It was not an invocation, but a revocation. But she failed. And that's what counts.
What's going on this island?
I'm so sorry. I should never have met.
What are you talking about?
Destiny! It has trapped you. Don't let it see you, or you won't be able to escape it. Don't look at it. That's how it finds you.
What finds me?
Sarah Hawkins' visitor. The Shambler.
Sanders, pull yourself together.
Without her, it's no longer possible to save me.
No! Sanders!
Перерождение пацана.
Hell!
Ага.
I got it.
This is insane. What killed him?
Ну, как видимо, да, не переродился. Вгах'нагл, конечно же. Время для галлюцинаций, да?
The gas. Oh, my head.
Later. We need to move on.
Who goes there? That nightmare again. I need
попадания. Нет, пункта Бхнглуи, к сожалению, нет. Блин.
Fine, do what you want. I'm just trying to reason with you.
You're awake, Mr. Pierce.
Кстати, ну-ка. Так, магнищи, рукачи бахнуть. Крутизм. Вот такое. Расследование. Чуть рад расследование бахнем.
Did I sleep long?
А, стаканчик есть. Гитара лучше, гитара веселее.
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the force, but that'll come soon.
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us. What happened?
I saw people in hoods. They had stolen Mrs. Hawkins' paintings.
Who are you talking about? Why would they do such a thing?
I don't know, but they were a threat. They've taken over the caves under the mansion. They were performing some kind of ritual. One of the entryways was under Charles Hawkins' office.
We suspect Mr. Hawkins of being involved.
My patients believe the old islanders used to worship primitive sea gods. Could they be the focus of the cult?
Am I hearing this right?
So you think me gullible?
No, not at all.
What else did you uncover, Mr. Pierce?
I have flashbacks. They haunt me.
What did they do to you?
There was that Dr. Fuller and a nurse. Blood everywhere. My legs, the pain, I couldn't bear it. I was screaming. They injected me with something. I woke up at the Institute. Bradley was there.
And how you scared us. You seemed demented.
You likely woke up during the anesthesia. No wonder those memories haunt you. What in God's name were they doing to you?
What happened afterwards?
When I woke up the second time, I was in a padded cell. That's where you found me, Doctor. After you released me, I got a good look at what's in store for the patients at the Riverside Institute. Hallucinogenic gas pumped into the cells. An infernal machine. Horrific medical experiments.
Impossible. Dr. Fuller would never do such a thing.
You should believe it, Ethan. What Mr. Pierce saw is precisely what I've been trying to prove. Did you discover anything else?
I met a Francis Sanders. Do you know him?
Of course. He's a patient. Or was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred to the basement.
He knew Sarah Hawkins. And that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain it.
Tell me how Mr. Sanders died.
I didn't see what, but something was there with us.
Of what do you speak?
Sanders said it was Sarah Hawkins' visitor. He spoke of it like a living being.
Sarah Hawkins? Have I missed something here? This makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no coincidence.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say? That's probably how...
If you plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
You're right. Without a plausible explanation for what I saw, let's not jump to conclusions.
That seems wise indeed.
Very well. I'll go to see Francis's widow. Perhaps...
Don't end up in the hospital this time.
Let us go now and learn the truth about what's happening on this island. Let us go now and learn...
The other night's events are still confused in my head.
Let us go now and learn the truth about what's happening on this island.
Ладно, свобода с чистой совестью. Пожалуй, на этом пора заканчивать. Сейчас закроется. И на этом и закончим. Ведь это р'льех, угар и садомия. Что-то игра на самом деле довольно интересная. О, кролик.
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders, I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me here.
Well, well, look who's here. You know each other?
We met briefly. Time enough to iron out a few matters. The main thing is that we understood one another. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, Detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me. May I inquire as to when?
Yesterday. I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
We had a short conversation and then I left. I don't know what happened after that.
Oh, I see. Mr. Pierce, you must forgive my audaciousness, but I've had practice of life in high society for over 30 years. Reading one's interlocutors, recognizing the politeness of a lie, are things that are taught very early to young girls from a good family. But your lie has nothing polite about it.
It is crass,
Ставчик, а ты там не ходила чуть-чуть?
and dare I say, terribly
Ты на кого это? Бочку катишь?
Try to understand my position. I need
Там
to
что по твою
understand.
позицию?
How could this happen? In a reputed institute. And right before your eyes. Did you not do anything to help him?
Там.
It's terrible what happened to your husband, but I had nothing to do with it. I was injured, and I came across him in the hospital quite by chance.
Injured? Well, I'm delighted to see you in such fine fettle, Detective. Not everybody enjoyed such a prompt recovery.
I suppose Fuller does do miracles now and again.
Luck is obviously very kind to you. Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
How did you come to meet Sarah Hawkins?
We were the wealthiest and most influential families on Darkwater. Of course we would know each other. And when Charles returned from Europe with his sweet little artist, she and her sinister paintings were destined to catch my husband's eye. He bought many of her works over the last 5 years. They adorn his macabre gallery.
May I ask you what Miss Baker is doing here? How do you know her?
My business with Miss Baker is private, Mr. Pierce.
But you do know what kind of business Miss Baker is in, don't you?
I am no fool. Please believe that much, at least.
I deduce that your husband already mentioned this dimensional shambler.
Well, you can imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it...
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long.
Это... Так, ставишь. Это есть. Потом подкачаем сироп чуть-чуть. Ого. Рассудок. Ни хрена себе. Да, герои весьма не сильно так бачат с мыромальти любой ситуации. На этом, господа, заканчиваем. Всем большое спасибо, кто был на стриме. До новых волнующих встреч.